Page 31, Barefoot on the Beach. Now there's an improvisation on this page. I'm going to go ahead and do that in this lesson too. They're not introducing anything new. We're just using what we have. And I trust you're learning or you know the names of the notes and the music. Because I can't really test you on it. I can't tell. So I'll look this over. It's 2 lines long. Treble bass clef, 4/4 time signature. I see half notes, quarter notes, whole notes. The hands, the right hand third finger here, that puts the hand here. And the left hand, second measure, it's thumb on here, so that's here. And again, the hands, the right hand's playing the stuff in the upper staff, and the left hand's playing the stuff in the bottom staff for now. It doesn't have to be that way, but that's how we're doing it. So that's good. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 4. Now, this is one of the big problems I have with most method books, including this one. They get a little too helpful. I remember when I was little and learning to do this, it was so much easier just to read the finger numbers. So I'd get to that third measure in that left hand. I say, which note is that? Oh, it's third finger. So I just play third finger, whatever it is. And the same thing with the next one. Third finger, I'll just play third finger. That's a trap. You're headed for a cliff if you do that. Please, careful. You need the finger number at the first measure to tell you where the right hand goes. You need the finger number on the second measure here to tell you where the left hand goes. You don't need any other finger numbers. Your fingers are already where they go. You got to read the notes, not the finger numbers. So if I were your teacher, I would scribble out all those other finger numbers. I don't want you reading finger numbers. Read the notes. Be careful on that. Force yourself. What is that? That in the third measure, you have a D. What is that second half note? You should know that's a G. And you should know your third finger's on it when you're in this position. These are things you just got to kind of get as you're going through. So don't read finger numbers because it's easier. Don't read finger numbers for any reason other than to tell you where to put the hands. So I go through and I play the notes and the rhythms and I get that all worked out. And then I go through it a few times, however long it takes, I don't care. And I get rid of the hesitations. No hesitations. Then I add the articulation. They don't give us anything. No slurs, staccatos, or nothing. Well, that leaves it wide open. They do anything they want. Well, in today's music, we would normally connect it. If it doesn't say anything, then connect it. And when I first learned a piece, I connect it anyway, because it's here. It sounds like each line is a phrase, a musical thought. So when I finish the first line, I lift up. Taking a breath, of course you have to, it's a repeated note anyway, but this, like taking a breath, and you can actually breathe there too. Otherwise, I'm going to connect all of these, because I could disconnect them. However I wanted to, it's entirely up to me. They didn't say anything. However, I am going to connect them. I can still experiment. I can still try things out, different staccatos and different slurs, about 2-note slurs. Try that, just try different things out, it's practice. You get used to playing these different articulations. It's good for you. Eat your vegetables, yeah. Then after the articulation, I have the dynamics. Here it's just MP. It's just moderately soft, mezzo piano. Not soft, sort of soft. And then the speed, well, again, about like a march tempo. That 120 is about a march tempo. Relaxed is not a speed. That's the mood. Be relaxed. Well, you should always be relaxed if you can. I mean, some music it wants you to get, but for the most part, we're going to try and stay as relaxed as we can here. Something like that. You don't have to play it that fast. Now, once you can play this okay with no hesitation, let's play it together and make sure you have the correct notes and rhythms. I'll give us 4 counts. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2. Now let's talk about this thing at the bottom of the page, is improvisation. They want you to improvise some melody to Barefoot on the Beach. And you're going to use these notes that you've been using in Barefoot on the Beach, same one. These are the notes they want you to use. It's these notes and these 5 notes. And they just want you to make up a melody using those 5 notes. It can be anything you want. It could be a different rhythm, different notes, or whatever. I could, like on Barefoot at the Beach, it goes here. I could go here. I could play them twice. I could play repeated notes. I'm just sort of following the melody loosely. See here on the 3rd measure rather than here. I just added a couple extra notes. I'm using these. I can do anything I want. The idea is it's just a sort of a variation of the melody here. And you get themes and variations a lot. It's just at the end, it's probably best to end on a C because that's the last note in it. We want it to finish, and that's kind of the resolution of it. So you just make up any melody you want. Try and have something worked out before you do this. Don't try and work it out while we're doing it. Do it beforehand and kind of be ready. Have ideas in your head of what you want to do. Now, we're going to lengthen this out quite a bit because they're only giving you a total of 8 measures up there. And you can see this music at the bottom of the page is a lot longer than 8 measures. And even if I add another 8 measures to that, where you're going to improvise that, it's still not long enough. So what we're going to do is we're going to do Barefoot on the Beach. And then you're going to do the improvising, a full 8 measures of improvising, just make up some melody, and then do Barefoot on the Beach again. So it's like 3 times as long as it looks now. And also I need you to go up an octave again, because just pretend the middle C instead of here is here. So instead of here, you're up here. Play it up here. So I'll give us 4 counts. Let's see what happens. Well, you can see what happens. I can't hear you, but that's okay. 1, 2, ready, go.